I am asking us, as the people of Kenya, for us to work together. I had a moment of great reflection last week when I went to hand over keys to the first 1,080 homeowners, people we have given a chance because of our housing program. People who live, families who share one toilet, like 5, 6 families in our slums. People who otherwise had no hope of ever owning a home. Today, they live with dignity. And it doesn't stop at the 1,080. Tomorrow, I will be handing over more keys in Kisumu. On Friday, I will be handing more keys in Homa Bay. The week after, I will be handing over more keys in Machakos. And that process is on. We have 150,000 housing units under construction. And it is my belief that we will have more homeowners. We will give dignity to many more Kenyans. And I must say, this has not happened because of a few people. Patriotic Kenyans, Kenyans from all walks of life, have made a contribution. The people who are making their contribution to the housing fund, the engineers, the masons, the carpenters, the electricians, and everybody in between have made their contribution as we rebuild our nation and lift people from a place of indignity and put them at a place where we can all be brothers. I must thank members of parliament also and county governors. We've worked with them, identifying places where we can do markets, worked with the universities and colleges to identify places where we can do hostels, so that again we can give dignity to our business people and our children in our universities and colleges. We will continue to do this together, and we must be careful to thank God for the blessing of a great country that we have and the strides that we are making together as a people. And even as we rebuild relationships amongst ourselves, with our sons and daughters, with our children, with neighbors, with our neighboring countries, and all round, we must be careful always to thank God for what God has done to us and for us as a nation. Because it is said, if we are not grateful, if we are not thankful for the little, we can never be grateful for more. And therefore, I want to ask us as a nation, as a people, to work together, to do less of finding fault and to do more of building bridges that can make us even a greater nation. I stand here to tell you that I am confident about the future of Kenya. And I have no doubt in my mind that Kenya is truly a blessed nation. And the future of our country, no matter what happens, is going to be greater than our past. And so, ladies and gentlemen, friends, our neighbors from Tanzania, if we have wronged you in any way, forgive us. Our friends from Uganda, if there is anything that Kenyans have done that's not right, we want to apologize if there is anything. To our children, if there is any misstep, we apologize. To our neighbors, if there is any misstep that we have done, you know, we want to build the relationship that will make our country great and will take us forward. And to each and every one of us, you know, I know today God in his own way has made it possible for us to build the bridges between our political parties. We now have a broad-based government that brings us more people, more citizens, more into one ecosystem that we can plan together, we can work together for the greater good of our nation. And I want to remind you, great people of my country, the words of Psalms 133, verses 1, 2, and 3. And I want to paraphrase to say that the Word of God tells us how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to live together in unity. It is in God's perfect will and plan for us to live together in unity across political divides, across our communities, across our religious divides. We live together in unity because there is a reason. Verse 3 says, where there is unity, God commands a blessing. There is a dividend for unity. And that dividend is God's blessing. And so, friends, as I speak to the future of this great nation, I will paraphrase the words in Daniel 11:32 that say, for those who know their God, they will be strong and they will do great exploits. Because as a nation we know our God, the God we believe in, this nation is going to be strong and we are going to do great exploits. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless our country. God bless our neighbors. And God bless our friends who have come to join us today. Asanteni sana.